Good morning. Welcome to a new vlog. I'm about to show you what I'm dealing with this morning. Hold on. Right, let's go. Picture the scene. I was sound asleep, then gets a persistent knock at the door. Do this, and I need to get them in the garage. Wish me luck.
No, honestly.
Hello! Wow. Overstimulated right now, as putting it mildly. So it's now 11 o'clock, and so far this morning I took my truck to Harford's garage to book it in for a DPF, which is the diesel particulate filter clean. When I got in there, the guy was like, "Oh, I was going to phone you. I mean, I know you can book that through our website, but we don't actually do that here." But then he went and spoke to one of the mechanics, this wee older guy, who came out and he was like, "Look, we can try flushing it through, blah, blah, blah." And I was like, "Right, just try it." So I haven't had any breakfast yet. And as I say, it's now nearly 11 o'clock. I then went to Espresso Cart to get my coffee because I was walking home, and I thought, I'll take my journal. I'm going to sit, journal, blah, blah, blah. And then when I was in there, I met Jen. So we were sitting, blethering, like my friend Jen, who you saw. I filmed that clip. So I was sitting blethering, and of course I'm drinking my coffee. And I actually think, because I've had an empty stomach, I'm hyper. But I'm also hyper because then I started panicking, thinking, because I've technically sold the truck on the motorway auction. I finally got through the DVLA website. I've managed to order a new V5C form. Apparently the dealership, which has technically bought my truck, is happy to wait until I've got that. But then of course I need to get the filter issue sorted. So I phoned Art Performance, who had done it before, but they couldn't do it until the 9th of March. And then I found another couple of places online. I contacted one, I sent in an inquiry form, and in the meantime I then found this other one. So it's like a mobile service, they come out to your house, and originally I booked it for Thursday. And then in the meantime, the first one that I'd contacted, she had left me a voicemail, and then she emailed me. She seemed really, really lovely and very comprehensive in the service and the information she was given. And they said they could do it tomorrow. So I phoned the second company back and said, can I just cancel the one for Thursday because I've now found someone for tomorrow? And she was like, "Oh, we couldn't have done Thursday anyway," even though they let me book it online. "But we do have someone who's out in your area today, so he could come this afternoon." So I was like, "Right, yes, do that." So I booked that, and then I'd emailed the first company back and said, "Thank you so much for getting in contact, but I've actually found someone to come out today." And then she actually phoned me and was like, "Can you just make sure that it is an actual trade service," I think she called it. And luckily I went on the website and it is, because she was like, there's too many companies who are charging hardly anything and they're not actually properly cleaning it, and they're doing a forced regeneration and it can damage things. And so of course I'm panicking. But as far as I'm aware, from what I can glean from the website, and you would think because they're charging me 300 quid, well, more than that, 379 I think it is, that it will be a full thing. And she did break in, if they are at that price, it should be the full shebang. So cross your fingers for me, please. Well, by the time you see this, it'll have gone. And then I started thinking, oh my god, right, so I'm going to get all this sorted, then I'm going to get the truck sold, it's going to go, then I'm not going to have a car. So I'm on Auto Trader, freaking myself out, trying to find a wee, running around. Then my next thing, I'm panicking, and then I need to go back down and get the truck so that I've got it. Well, I'm actually going to Ayrshire Cancer Support too. And then I'm like... And then I'm thinking my next thing that I'm freaking out about is I need to phone IntelliTravel, which is the like holiday booking portal that I'm like an independent travel agent through, because I was trying to book my uncle's villa holiday last night and it was not letting me do it, like no matter how many times I did it. And then of course the price was going up and up and up, and he's already paid. What happens is you send someone like a pre-paid booking link and they pay, but in between me sending that to him and then actually getting the holiday booked, the price is like fluctuated. So like I'm panicking because I'm like, what am I going to tell him? But I think I just need to have something to eat, because none of this is helping my anxiety. I'm certainly not having a hungry stomach. So that's been my morning so far. There was a dog in pyjamas there. I am just on my way to Ayrshire Cancer Support. I think I mentioned earlier, don't know if I did in all the chaos, but they want to take a photo of me and my products so they can promote me on their socials, which is nice. And whilst I was walking over here, I decided that I'm not gonna go ahead with the sale on motorway. I'm gonna wait a couple more months until the finance is down, and then I'll be hopefully in a positive or like a surplus, so that I'll then be able to like get a decent car. I know I said I wanted a running around, but Mum was saying as well, I don't want to get something that's like too old, because although I might get it fairly cheaply, if it's quite old then things are likely to start going wrong. So that's what I'm doing. By the way,
your wealth does not just grow, it grows at an increase.
I am so proud of myself right now. I have just been and topped up the air pressure in my tyres. Some of you may laugh and think that's ridiculous, but I've been putting it off for absolute ages, so I thought I might as well while I'm here. Ayrshire Cancer Support was fun. I met Craig, who I'd not met before, and we took some cheesy photos, and he's gonna share on their socials and stuff for me, which is good. The only thing that I was a bit miffed about, because I said, oh, I'll create you like a discount code, and obviously you can share that with anyone who comes in for the treatment, so like friends and family of anyone who's working with Ayrshire Cancer Support in terms of like going through cancer treatment and stuff. The only thing I was a bit kind of, I knew that they couldn't use the products, like give facials to people going through cancer treatment, because apparently the essential oils are what's called a contraindication. So apparently they can affect some, depending on what type of cancer treatment you're getting, it can have a funny effect. Anyway, he said, when I said about, my hands are all mucky. When I said about sending over the discount code, he said that he would need to check if he was able to share that, because the NHS can be funny and don't like you to be seen endorsing specific people, products, services, whatever, that haven't been through them, which I thought was bizarre, because I'm like, all I'm offering is to give people money off a product. I don't know, it's just really weird, and I don't know why it's really busy around here right now. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. You have to forgive me. For some reason, I set it up earlier.
Well, hello there. Happy Friday. I'm very excited. I'm on my way to get a pedicure and a massage with Hayley because by goodness do I need it. So it's Friday, by the way. I'm aware that, why do you seem so close to my face? I'm aware that I haven't really been on here the last couple of days, I don't think. Just been some of those days. But I'm here now. I had my coaching call with Abigail this morning. So basically I had got, I don't know if I'd said to you before in other vlogs, but I had got 2 complimentary sessions with Abigail. And of course after we finished, you see me? I don't even know if I'm allowed to touch that, but anyway. So at the end, of course, she was giving me the, not the hard sell, but telling me about like what happens next if I want to do more. And if I'm honest, the thing I kind of struggle with coaching is, the idea behind coaching is that you come to your own answers, obviously. But sometimes, and I don't know if this has just been me being too impatient or whatever, but sometimes I'm like, I would like you to help me come to the answer, like, more efficiently. So, like, for example, my brain today has been a bit scrambled and I've had quite a bit of brain fog. And she'd asked me like what I'm going to do next week, and then I thought I'd given her an answer, but she basically said that my answer was a bit too vague and I needed something more specific. So I actually said to her, I was like, can you maybe, like, what would you suggest or whatever else? But anyway, so there was that, and it's kind of made me think, like, am I actually finding value in, not just specifically with Abigail, but generally with coaching? Like, is there something I would want to pursue, aka do I want to pay for the next lot? Oh, you're about to fall out, that's not good. But then I was thinking, because I was then thinking about the financial cost, I thought, is that putting like a bias on my decision? Am I too busy worrying about like how much it's going to cost rather than the potential benefits? So I just asked her to send me over some information to think about. And then I had weekends PT, and then I trained myself there. So I just did a sort of, it was like 2 sets of everything, kind of push, so chest and shoulders and a teeny tiny bit of triceps at the end. And then, yeah, I just decided, because my back is just, weirdly, it's always first thing in the morning, it is super tight. And a lot of that can be down to like your muscles and tendons and stuff get dehydrated overnight, because you're obviously spending like however many hours not drinking and whatever. And then, oh, I really like this girl's outfit. I mean, she's only got like leggings and New Balance and a hoodie on, but she looks really nice. Why can I never look like that? Like yesterday, my back was so tight, so uncomfortable. And like trying to, I was like an old lady, so you try to bend down to pick stuff up and whatever. But then in the evening, I was fine. So I don't know what that's about. So today I've kind of just been, I made sure before my training I did all my like anti-rotation core work, I did my stretching and warm up, and it has definitely eased off a bit. But as I say, I'm going for this massage because part of my theory is I need to teach my nervous system and my body that it's okay to have nice things done to it. So like just a massage is literally just like kind of soft touch. There's no like heavy kneading, there's no sports massage, whatever. And then tomorrow, actually, Deborah from Flourish had put up that she had got a slot had became available, which would be ideal for cupping. So immediately I was like, get me in there, because I've not had my cupping done for ages. And then in a couple of weeks, I think I told you, I'm going to get a lymphatic drainage massage for the first, well, not the first time, I have had one done before, but it was like, they do say with lymphatic drainage you don't need to go heavy handed, but this was like ridiculously light. It was like being tickled by a feather, and I kind of did not feel or see any benefits. So with this one, I'm going totally opposite end of the spectrum, and she uses like the wooden tools and stuff. So I'll be very interested to see what I think of that. That's me. That's the update. I was saying to Abigail that I just really need to focus on the present, being, oh, see, you're about to fall out, this is a disaster. Yeah, like the present, being mindful, stop thinking so far ahead. Why are you not looking at me? Lisa, if you do end up getting that DJI Osmo Pocket Pro, do not get this holder. So now you're on the vlog.
Oh, that's
This is Deborah.
You can just smell the tangle. Right. Yeah, just smell. Oh,
I'm just having the nicest day so far, apart in Morrison's, because I'm going to walk into town because I want to visit I Love Gifts, because she's had a new shipment of jelly cats in for Easter, and one of them is a lamb, which I want to get for my sister, because when she was younger she had a little stuffed lamb. All these people are not letting me across. This man is. Thank you. So hopefully by the time this vlog goes up, and if you're watching this, Nicola, I will have sent you it. But I had a good look round Sorori's and was chatting to Domi about various different things that we could do together, like a collab, and she was saying like could do like a pop-up shop in April, which would be perfect for me, because I was saying to her that in April obviously it's my birthday, but it's also White Rabbit's birthday, and hopefully by that time we'll have hit 20,000 orders as well, so that would be good. It's just so nice to be supported by other small business owners. And obviously I bought some bits when I was there, because while I was in getting my clipping done, I was saying to Deborah, what is that like scent? Because when you put your head in like the hole in the bed, she's got on the floor, she's got this little bowl that's got like essential oils and stuff in it, and she said it was the Rose and Palo Santo one that Domi makes. So I got the room spray, but she says some people use it as like a perfume, which I probably will, to be honest, and the big candle. And then I also got Nick some beautiful, they're really funky actually, leopard print slippers and a hair clip. What else did I get? Oh, I got a couple of the satin wobbles that I use, because I really like them. My last one I had stretched to death. But after I've done this, I'm going to head to the supermarket, of course, and then head home and do some, I've got loads of action points to work on, like the website and stuff, that I can't remember if I vlogged a bit of it, but I had a call this lovely lady reached out and offered to give me some pointers in terms of like my website and the emails and stuff. So I have lots to do on that front. But it is so nice today. I can feel myself harping back to my childhood when it used to be a lovely day and Dad used to be like, get outside. I feel like I should be outside as much as possible, but the vitamin D definitely makes a difference.
Every morning, before the world makes its demands, before circumstances present their stories, you quietly step into a state of being. Most people do this unconsciously.
Come on. Boy. Hello. I'm on to close this vlog off. I wasn't meant to be crying again. But so it's now Monday. It's actually like Monday. I don't know what time it is. 5 o'clock. And I had texted my dad. I texted my dad because he was at the hospital this morning at the neurological department because he's had a really bad tremor in his hand for years and years and years. And they actually did an operation on his shoulder that didn't help at all. They told him that it wasn't Parkinson's, but then today they think that it might be. And I know with correct medication and exercise and whatever else that people can be fine, but it's one of these things that's just really scary. And it's just thrown me off. But anyway, probably the worst time to come on and close this off, but I'm just gonna go and have something to eat before I do anything else. And I really appreciate you being here. I know that my vlogs aren't for everyone. I know that I'm not for everyone. Certainly I've noticed a drop in subscribers, which I'm trying really hard not to take to heart, but you know, I take everything to heart. But yeah, thank you for being here and thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.